Have you ever imagined how do companies fetch top results from the huge databases? That's where the limit clause comes in play. In today's session, we will learn what is limit clause, how we can use it to restrict the data shown in the output, how we can combine limit clause with order by to get meaningful data, and what are the real world examples where the limit clause is preferred. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Let's begin the session by understanding what is limit clause and how it is used. Limit clause in SQL is used to restrict the data which is shown in the output. Let me clarify what I am talking about. Let me go ahead and select the database first. So I will use company db as the command for selecting the database. The database has been selected. Now before explaining how the limit clause work, I wanted to show you what is the data stored in our employees table. So let's go ahead and quickly look at it. Select star from employees and end the statement with semicolon. I'll run this. Now if you observe here, you will be able to see that all the 100 records which are available in the table are showing up. But what if I only wanted the first 5 records or first 3 records from this table and I wanted the other data to be ignored? Then I will be using limit clause. Let me show you what is the basic syntax of limit clause. So first we will write select star from employees. Then we will be using the limit keyword. After that we will specify the number of records to be shown in the output. For this example, I am taking that number as 5. So let me run this. Now, even though our table contains 100 records, this output only shows 5 because I have given the limit as 5 here. So, this is how the limit clause works. But remember one thing, if you don't use it with order by clause, then it will show the first 5 records of the table in its default order. Now let's go ahead and see how it works with the order by clause to produce meaningful data. What if you wanted to find out the top 3 employees who earns the most in the company? How will you get that data? That's where we use the combination of order by with the limit clause. What we will be doing is, we will be first sorting the data using the order by clause with the salary column in a descending order so that we get the highest salary at the top. Then we will be limiting that data to only 3 records to find out the top 3 earning employees. Let's see how it can be coded. So I will select all the columns. So I will write select star from employees, order by salary, and since I want the highest salary at the top, I will take the type as descending, and then I will limit the data to 3 rows since I wanted the top 3. Now let me go ahead and run this and see what's the output. Now let's analyze this data. You will be able to see that the person with the employee ID 74, 37 and 91 are the three people who are from the sales, finance, and marketing department respectively. So these are the three employees who are earning the most in the company. Now, what if I have to find out the least earning employees in the company? In that case, I can simply modify this statement by sorting the data in the ascending order so that I get the least earning employees at the top. I will just change it to ascending. Let me go ahead and run this now. Now let's analyze this data then. Now these are the three employees who are earning the least salary in the same company. This is how we can combine order by and limit clause together to get powerful insight from the huge amount of data which is stored in the database. When you want to skip specific number of records from the table and then apply the limit to the remaining records, that's where you use offset. For example, if I only want the first 5 records from the table, then I can simply write select star from employees limit 5, and this will give me the first 5 records from the table no matter how many records are available in that table. Now, what if I wanted to skip the first 5 records and I wanted the next 5 records available in that table? Then, in that case, I will give offset as 5, which means the SQL will skip first 5 rows and start the limiting of output from the next 5. Okay, so let me go ahead and modify this query and show you what is the output. Now I will just give offset as 5. Let's see how it works. Now you will clearly observe that the first 5 records has been omitted and we are getting the records from employee ID 6. This is how we can use the offset to skip the records, followed by limiting the records to the desired number. Now we will see what are the common mistakes which the beginners do. The most common mistakes which the beginners do is using limit clause before the order by clause. But logically that's incorrect. You cannot limit the output before performing any operation on the data because that will not give you any meaningful information. So always make sure that you use limit clause at the end of the SQL statement after performing all the operations on the data to see the result in a specific way. That's it for the today's SQL session on the limit clause. Now you know how to limit rows in SQL and how to combine limit with order by clause to get better query results. If you have any doubts, drop them in the comment and I'll surely help you out. And in the next lecture, we will learn about the distinct clause in SQL and see how to remove the duplicates from the query results. If you are new to this channel and serious about becoming a data analyst, then consider subscribing to my channel Sagar Data Labs and hitting that bell icon so that you never miss an update of my upcoming video. Also, if you want to learn SQL step by step from the beginning, then check out the complete SQL playlist on the I button on top right corner of this video. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself and I'll see you in the next video.